What's up guys, this is Astranox. It's this time again. We got a brand new hero, Astromancer Elena, guys. Light Ranger. I'm really hyped for this hero. Her animation is on point. Really like her design. This hero, I'll be summoning for her. I'll bring her skills to plus 15. I'll put gear on her and I'll give you guys my thoughts along the way. And it's gonna be right after this. This video is brought to you by Amazon Appstore and Amazon Coins. If you're going to spend for Astromancer Elena, you should do so by using Amazon Coins. You can save up to 20% on in-game purchases from games who are on the Amazon Appstore. The great news is that Epic 7 is now available on it, and you can start using Amazon Coins to straight up get more out of what you're usually spending or end up with more spare cash instead. It's a win-win scenario. It's very easy to get the best savings on the Amazon App Store and Epic 7. Just go down below and use my link and follow the instructions. If you use my link below, it helps me but also allows you to still get the best possible discounts. You can get up to 20% off, which is really awesome. Get a full 20% discount if you buy 50k coins. If you buy 10,000 Amazon coins for $82, they will give you $100 in the game, and so on, with a bunch of discounts for different budgets. It's really easy to start saving. There's just 3 steps. 1. Get your Amazon coins. 2. Get Epic 7 from the Amazon App Store on your favorite device, Android phone or tablet, or even better, get Amazon App Store now on Windows 11 and play Epic 7 directly from your PC easily with no complications. Currently available for the US and then globally. That's awesome. Once you've done that, just log into Epic 7 through the Amazon App Store. Just as easy as that. Why pay the full amount when you can get up to a nice 20% discount? There's really no reason not to use this method when it comes down to spending money in Epic 7. Check out my link in the description or comments section down below. Get Amazon App Store, get some Amazon coins, and start saving now. Here we are, boys. Account number 4. I got her spot right there, ready on the bench. Okay, so let's get her here. How lucky will I be? Good luck to everyone trying to get this brand new hero, Astromancer Elena. Okay, so here we go. I got all the mystic medals, and I have to go, hopefully not, but all the way to 201 summons if I don't look out beforehand. We got Destina as well on this rotation, and there's also ML Silk, which I really want. Well, I could use her on this account as well. Account 1 and account 4, I need to build her. So let's do it up here. We're gonna be doing some XN summons. This hero, I'm really curious, how much damage can she do, right? Yeah, I can't skip this. Yeah, that's the thing. She cannot trigger counter attack. You're gonna need to build some hit chance on her because she's got some debuffs, and she needs to land this brand new debuff that doesn't let the enemy counter attack, and it's gonna be pretty important to pull that off. That's sort of like the purpose of this hero, right? If her damage multipliers are not good, then yeah, it's gonna be about making sure those debuffs that she's landing are landing, right? There's the restrict and the counter attack block debuff that's getting introduced in the game now with this hero, and yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how she performs. And there's also, can I skip this? The passive, when there's an ally that attacks someone that does have that debuff that doesn't let them counter attack, there's the 15% combationist push for the whole team. So you're kind of want to go pretty fast with her. So, you know, maybe the 3rd or 4th ally, probably best if, like, well, not really possible, but yeah, maybe the 3rd ally, you know, gets the 50% CR push to happen. So the 4th ally on your team might be built slower, and that allows that hero to, you know, to go. Oh, okay. That's Destina. There's no way, right? There's no, that's it. There was no purple shine right there, baby. Let's continue. Come on, baby. Oh, man, it's gonna be a long... Oh, wait! Oh, I was going to say it's gonna be a long one, but we don't know. It could be Silk here. Come on, pop from the right, pop from the right. Wait, it might be later. It might be later, that's the thing. Helga. I'm not gonna press. I'm not gonna skip here. It's Silk. I just want to let it happen, right? Man, okay. Now, if her damage is high, guys, I'm going to actually summon for her. Can I even do that? I have a bit of currency, a bit of mystic metals on my first account, so I could try to get her if her damage multipliers are high. If they're high, man, not triggering counter, big damage, the enemy cannot counterattack when your other allies attack them. That's a pretty big deal right there. So, we'll see, man. We'll see how lucky I am, but it's more about her performance and what kind of damage she's able to do, right? So, okay, there's one thing I do not remember, and what is her soul burn? Ignore effect resistance. So I was like, is it ignore effect resistance? Because if she has that's really good, right? Like you can make it. It's gonna be reliable. That's the cool thing. 35% hit chance on this, right? So I talked about it already during her preview. I was giving you guys my thoughts about this hero, and oh, let's go, Purpose Shine! Evasion-based heroes, yeah, they're not really gonna be a problem. That's the really cool thing about her. Oh, yes, that's it, right? Yes, Adestina, that's it, baby. Oh, not even 100, was it?
When I move,
Oh,
you follow. Thus, you will prove your faithfulness.
man, yes, that's it. Now I do have some mystic metals for whatever's getting released in the future, and I'm hyped that I'm getting her built on the 4th account because, guys, have you noticed the heroes that I have waiting, right, for the team? I got Moon Bunny Dominion, right? So she's gonna be in the team that I want to try her in. And I got Sylvan Sage Vivian. So, you know, Moon Bunny Dominion, pushing combationist, giving attack buff. Sylvan Sage Vivian giving crit damage buff. And now she would go, and then I would have a 4th hero maybe built slower that would just like finish the team off, assuming they're still alive, right? After this whole combo. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So let me grab her here. Let's skill her up to plus 15. And there's that thing I didn't mention. I might actually just triple S her, guys. I got the unknown slates ready. So might as well do it. I might have Elena though. I might have one laying around or maybe more. I'm not sure. So let me check for that, but let me grab her first, right? Here we go, boys. You can see her. She's on her bench now. Astromancer Elena with the other girls, and we have her portrait at the top left. So looking good. Let's do it up. Let's build her up right now. So I got everything ready. I got everything ready, right? Do I even have the penguins? That's the thing. I do have enough penguins. Let's do it up. And I'm just gonna use some doggos because I have the potion to actually max her out, but maybe I save that for a 4-star hero, so it's more, you know, it's better value right there. Okay, that's it. So what does she get from Awakening? I can see she's at 115 speed. Does she have more than that? I think that's her speed. She doesn't get more, but we'll find out in a second here. Here we go. Max level. And now in the Awakening, what do we get? Some crit chance. Now her memory imprint is attack for the team or attack for herself. Usually I like to run attack for the team because if you're running her with other damage dealers, then you're just gonna get more value out of that. And that's how I like to proceed. Like, I just go for more value, right? Like just boosting her base attack, it's not that big of a deal. But let's say she might be one uh, of the only damage dealer in the team, or you're running 2 damage dealers, then maybe you can just run her self imprint at that point, right? Even some crit damage, okay. So a bunch of crit chance. Wow, okay, so it's gonna be easier to gear her out. I'm thinking putting speed and hit set on her, but what if I have the stats with a speed crit set on her? I'm not gonna go immunity because I'm just gonna like push her combationist. I'm gonna be running high speed heroes, so I'll be making things happen on turn number 1, and I don't have to worry about the enemy debuffing me because I'm planning to outspeed them. Maybe I run like a speed imprint like Villager or something in the team composition. So 115 base speed. These are her base stats. The attack, well, at least it's over 1,000, right? Fairly close to 1,100. The crit chance at 27%, very nice stuff. 160% crit damage as well. Yeah, I think these are pretty solid stats. Even 115 base speed. Of course, you're not going to be initializing with her. You're not going to go on turn 1, first hero to go. But let's say you did, right? You could even push a challenge a domino with her skill number 3 that attacks everyone, doesn't trigger a counter. So that's something. That's something. Her memory imprint right here. Right, so it's top and back position for the attack, which is really good. Actually, this is better than 3 position getting attack because your 4th one might be, you know, a support hero that initialized, doesn't need the attack really, so you're getting more value out of these 2 position attack increase, so I'm liking that. I'm liking that, and what if her damage is garbage, right? What if it's bad? Oh my god, I'm not gonna be doing that. You see, I have Elena here. I'm gonna have to wait, guys. I'm gonna have to wait, because, yeah, for the showcase, you'll see if I imprinted her for the showcase. I don't want to make any mistake. Maybe I have an Elena or more waiting in the, well, the waiting room, right? So let me not make that mistake. Those unknown slates are quite valuable, and you need to be using those properly, right? Moonlight heroes are pretty good for that. Okay, so the skill ups. What is the priority? Well, the skill number 3 is very important. I mean, you're restricting them, but most importantly, you are applying, hopefully, and able to counter attack. And, well, you can soul burn if there's no billion, and you have 20 souls from Peggy's Ancient Book in the team, right? So, okay, let's do it up here. The skill number 3, you need to bring that to +3 at the very least. If her damage multipliers are good at least, then you can scale that further. And, well, I'll test it. I'll test it out so you guys don't waste your resources. And, yeah, after +3, let's say you're using her as sort of like a crippling debuffer, right? You're using her as a debuffer, not really as a damage dealer on top of the debuffs, right? Then, of course, you want to get -1 turn on this thing right here. 3 turn to cooldown on this thing to activate Worship Me, which pushes the combat chance of all allies by 15%. I mean, you're going to be cycling faster. That's pretty good. And like I said, you might be able to bring that 4th hero to follow up in your combo, right? Maybe it's the 3rd and 4th because she might be the 2nd to go, but I'm planning to have my crit damage buffer ML Vivian to go before. And the skill number 1 has just damage because there's no debuff here. But look at this. When the target has a debuff, increases damage dealt. So I think, well, yeah, I hope. Not I think. I hope the damage is quite nice on that skill 1. That's going to be real cool. Now, I could go with a penetration set on her because she doesn't have double AoEs, you know, skill 3 and skill 2. So I could do that, but I think going for a hit set or crit set is just, it's going to be better because I'm planning to end the battle real quick, right? I'm throwing a bunch of burst damage on the enemy, and yeah, I want to make it happen in a turn or 2, so I'm not planning to just spam a bunch of skill number 1s. Dual attacks can happen here and there, but usually it's during the cleanup process, right? So it's going to be a 15 skill up on this hero, of course, like the usual, but the skill up priority is +3 on the skill number 3, then of course +1 on the skill number 2, and I would just get a few skill ups here in skill 3 before maybe getting the cheaper ones for 1 mola on the skill number 1 if you cannot complete the skill number 3. But it really depends on the amount of damage you can throw at the enemy in your cleave if you're going to be cleaving, right? But if you're going to be supporting with this hero to cripple the enemy, not getting them to trigger counterattack, maybe not relying on soul burn, ignore effect resistance, then don't. You probably want to build her with like a ton of effectiveness, right? A ton of effectiveness, so you don't have to worry about this. And also, you got 35% hit chance, which is really juicy here. And she's a light hero, so you don't have to worry about elemental disadvantage, right? So landing this skill to land those debuffs is not going to be that hard compared to an RGB hero. So as you can see, 15 skill ups, she is good to go. Let me put some gear on her and we'll see what kind of stats she's going to have, and I'll talk further about what kind of build you can go for Astromancer Elena. Let's do it up, boys. I don't have any other Elenas laying around, so I'm going to be keeping that one copy that I already have, and let's just bring her to Triple S. Maybe I should have tested her first, right? Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I have built her. Look at her stats. They are pretty insane. Imagine I have the self-imprint on. Let's just look at it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so not much effectiveness. You probably should build some. Like I said, it really depends. Are you going to be bringing the Guild's Ancient Book? I'm probably going to be, wearing one or two in my team. So I'll have to avoid, billions. That's an issue. That's something you have to worry about. But look at that, man. She already has 10% crit damage from the, Awakening. 340% crit damage, max crit chance, over 3600 attack. That is with the self imprint. I'm actually gonna turn that off. It's just better value like this. Whoa, this is quite a bit though. I don't know, boys. Oh my god, it's for the showcase, right? Yeah, it's for the show. Okay, I'll have to leave it on. That's cool. That's quite a bit of attack, right? So I'm running Rengar's special drink on her. I couldn't get the greatest of attack. She's not on like an attack set, but I do have a lot of attack on my gear, even some flat attack. And to be honest, like she's got, you know, over 1,000 attack. Like it's not like 1,200, 1,300 at base attack, right? So it's kind of hard to inflate it, but I'm gonna be trying Rengar's special drink on her. Let's just see how it performs. I just rolled this thing. Look at how much like the crit damage with the attacks together is completely ridiculous, right? Like just an insane amount. It's hard to get pieces of gear with super high crit damage and attack together on the same piece, right? And I had some gear on TU, and let's just, put it on her to showcase her now. And of course, the free unequip, those scrolls from the events, perfect. Just turn that puppy up and just, move gear around. It's great. Don't have to cost any gold. And, this piece, I get some effectiveness. That's the bulk of my effectiveness right there. And this gear is not easy to get. It's a lot of wyvern farming. This is my 4th account, guys. This account is not as new as, the first 3 that I have. And I've been grinding wyvern pretty much the only boss I farm. I did some banshee for a while, but then I went back to wyvern. So yeah, as you can see, the gear, pretty ridiculous. Can't wait to see what kind of damage I can get out of this Astromancer Elena. Well, considering the stats, I'm pretty sure it's gonna look good, but then, what if your stats are not as good? What if you want to build some effectiveness? That means you won't have as much offensive power as I have, because I'm pushing the limit in terms of like how much stat you can have on a piece of gear, right? So I could squeeze a bit more offense on this hero, but yeah, you're probably not going to be running offensive stats like this because you need to worry about effectiveness. So if the numbers are really good, then that means, your gear might be worse, or you can invest more into effectiveness so you don't have to worry about the Guild's Ancient Book and Billion, stuff like that. And man, like I said, I can't wait to try her out. The passive here also, you get 10 souls when it triggers the Worship Me, right? 15% CR push plus 10 souls, meaning that the hero that's gonna go next could just, soul burn the S3. She could soul burn her S3 because you have it the Guild's Ancient Book, right? And then you have built souls with the combo of your heroes, plus, you're getting 10 souls when this activates. So maybe you can activate a 20 soul on the follow-up hero. That could be pretty sweet right there. Every 3 turn. Can't wait to see the damage on that skill number 1 when the target is debuffed. Of course, if you want to push the damage even further, Rage set, right? But it's not going to be activated, you need to actually land a debuff on the enemy before you use the skill number 3, even though the debuffs can be applied with the skill number 3. It's the damage is always dealt before the debuffs are on the targets. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, other builds that you can go for, speed hit, speed crit, speed immunity. You can also go, of course, attack set. You could go with a bunch of different stuff, really. Um, I mean, counter set. What if the damage is really ridiculous on this? To be honest, her base stats, they're not that good, are they? Nah, 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 nah. Her base stats are not that good. So yeah, speed is gonna be real nice with 115 on her. Now another thing is that, what about the artifacts? What could you be running on her? So I do have a few things here that I want to talk about real quick. So of course, guiding light, go to ranger artifact for increasing your survivability. No matter how many enhancements you have into this thing, you're gonna get stealth at the start of the turn. So if you're going to be outsped, if you don't have the greatest of speed, maybe guiding light is going to be the artifact that will shine for you. But of course, not so many limit break means the follow-up turns, you're not going to be getting a good chance to get stealth, right? But still, very powerful artifact. And this can actually trigger with her skill too. That's a non-attack skill. I don't know if it's going to trigger Politis. Probably will. We'll test it out, but I cannot say for sure. It needs to be seen. So yeah, that could be viable. It's not viable, really. You do get effectiveness. If you have a 100% chance to trigger it, maybe your fort is really slow. That hero could be rocking the highest attack, maybe attack percentage main stat boots. That hero gets stealth, buying them time so they can, do their thing. Yeah, if the enemy cuts, if they don't hit you with AoE, maybe you can protect the stealth with a bear or something like that. Something else, Mrs. Confile. Yeah, skill 3 is not a single target attack, but if you're going to be doing a bunch of skill 1s in a longer battle to, I don't know, clean up, Mrs. Confile, I don't know, you have your own counter set, like, you could come up with something insane, doesn't mean it's going to be efficient, not going to mean it's going to be, min-max, besting, meta, like, setup, but, you can always have your fun. Sash I-10, of course, pushing Combationess for the rest of your team is going to be great, and you got her Worship Me passive, 15% CR push, plus the 16% from Sash I-10, that's pretty solid. I mean, like, it's not going to be hard to up someone with like 2-3 heroes already went, so that fourth hero could be like super slow and it's gonna get double CR pushed. That's quite nice unless there's Politis on the enemy team. So yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of different options. You could just go with a straight up like damage artifact just to push the damage as high as possible. That's another viable one. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying Rengar Special Drink. Let's see what kind of damage he can do. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. Yeah, I'll give you guys my review at the same time. I really hope her damage is, I mean, it doesn't have to be spectacular. It just needs to be at least decent, but I hope it's at least like good. Like, yeah, I could just tell you guys, yeah, go right ahead, build her for damage, rely on soul burn, or just have a hybrid setup of stats like effectiveness and damage, like a balanced setup, and she's gonna be able to pull her own weight. I just hope she can do damage. Not only about the skill number 3 landing, being able to counter attack. Yes, it's reliable, 35% hit chance. She's a light hero. She can soul burn for ignore effect resistance. But I hope she can deliver more than this. Because you don't know, man. Like, you don't want to bring this hero only if the enemy has counter attacks heroes, which she's going to be very strong against. But still, if you can bring her in more battles and not have to worry about, oh man, are they wearing counter set and Elbrus, or I'm just going to gamble when I pick her, right? Anyway, so I'd like to hear what you guys think about all that in the comment section. That's it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.